Howdy, 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 my beautiful Taurus. How you doing today, darling? Let's get into your weekly tarot reading for September, see what's going to be happening today for you. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus sign, Taurus, as well as check out my monthly pick a card reading that I did for September. I'll have it linked on the top right-hand corner of your screen. So starting out your energy here, Taurus, we have the Star card being the first card coming out for you, all right? Star card is a wish being granted for you. This is a card of a lot of healing that's going to be happening for you, Taurus, in the coming days here, all right? I get this sense of like an accomplishment, like a childhood dream, or like a dream that you've had and a desire that you've had for an extremely long time, Taurus, is what I see with this star energy. All right. Finally, at last. All right. I feel like for some of you Tauruses, you finally reached a certain point in your life of like deciding to take action in regards to something, no longer being in the passenger seat, being in the driver's seat, Taurus, with forward momentum here. I like where the direction of this is going. I feel like you guys have started something here, Taurus. All right. Being paired with the Star card, or rather the Star card being paired with the King of Cups. For in a social way, I would see this, Taurus, as like I kind of see this more so as you, Taurus, where it's like the more emotional maturity that you have here. I see for a lot of you this sense of like the better that your mental health is, the better that you feel comfortable with yourself, Taurus. That's how you're going to get closer to your objectives, towards your goals. Some of you might have started a routine. Some of you might have just finally pulled the trigger, Taurus, in committing to something because you're just now in the place emotionally, mentally, being able to go forward with your desires, being able to go forward towards that star, whatever it is that you have been dealing with or been wanting. Two of Pentacles coming in. I do feel like you're going to be having a few opportunities here, Taurus. I feel like you're going to be juggling your plate for a while here, all right? But this isn't a good way, Taurus, right? This isn't a way where it's like you have a lot of moving parts, a lot of projects that you're currently working on, right? Maybe you are starting a business, but at the same time you're posting content, Taurus, right? I see you guys getting a lot of work done, all right? I feel like this is the most productive that you have ever felt in your life here in the coming days, all right? And I feel like it just is continuously compounding on itself. That is the word I hear. Maybe some of you Tauruses have started to invest your energy into something, or maybe just quite literally investments here, Taurus, I get, where it's like it's going to compound itself each day that you do this. The more that it compounds, the more that it increases here, all right? Consistency is a word that I'm hearing as well, Taurus. We have these Seven of Pentacles coming in for you, all right? So this is a card of nurturing. What I want to be saying for you right now, Taurus, is that it is essential for you, if you're wanting to have certain accomplishments, if you're whatever this star is, all right, it's essential for you to commit to your path currently, to commit to this King of Cups energy where you are in that good mental health space, all right? Because I do see with this Ten of Swords being in the back of the deck for you, Taurus, it does symbolize to me this sense of the hardships that you've been through. It symbolizes to me where it's just like maybe for the past few months, Taurus, you might have been really in a depressive state, or a state where you weren't able to really recognize yourself. I feel like for some of you Tauruses, you kind of lost yourself for a little bit because you had to just manage this Two of Swords energy. All right. You had to do a lot of shadow work, I'm guessing, Taurus. All right. And I see here in the coming days for you guys continuously watering your plants, right? With the Seven of Pentacles here, it's like the more that you water your plants, the further those plants are going to grow and eventually reach the star energy, that Aquarian energy, Taurus, where you have like a wish being granted for you. Now, I will say for you, Taurus, there is this message here where I want to prepare you in the coming days of where you answer this Two of Pentacles energy with calmness, all right? I feel like for many of you right now, Taurus, you need to understand the Hierophant fell out on my lap here from the back of the deck here. The Hierophant energy, you need to understand that everything that you're juggling with right now, Taurus, it's shaping you up and getting you prepared for a major accomplishment, a major win that is going to be happening here in September. All right. The only thing I'm a little bit cautious about for you, Taurus, is the sense of you feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Some of you guys might, Taurus, might not understand the purpose of why you're dealing with certain things at the time. And so you might get, I don't want to say lazy, Taurus, but you might be a little bit too tunnel visioned on just doing one thing at a time here, when I feel like it's really important for you to not to just be busy, Taurus, because I don't feel like you struggle with that, but being able to, because I feel like for some of your mental health, maybe for a while, you have your answer to how to deal with chaos is to just shut down, recluse, Taurus, you know, to really just lick your wounds, to be able to just manage the chaos. I feel like it's important for you, imperative for you, Taurus, to make sure that your mental health is in this place of where you are able to consider things that you normally wouldn't consider, right? Maybe for some of you Tauruses, especially with the star card, right? And this is for those, some of you Tauruses have this desire of being seen, right? Being a star in other people's eyes here, Taurus, right? So some of you might not be liking the idea of being seen by people because, you know, because I do see with this Queen of Swords energy feeling a little bit reserved, a little bit protective of your energy there. All right. Make sure that, Taurus, that you are not emotionally projecting what you've dealt with in the past, what put these 10 swords in your back in the first place, Taurus. Don't make it relevant for your coming days. All right. I could see this in a sense, Taurus, where it's like maybe some of you guys are hesitant on putting yourself out there on social media because it's like you don't want your haters, or you don't want certain family members that you don't talk to, whatever the case is, Taurus, for them to see what it is that you're up to, see what it is that you're doing. All right. I really want you to focus more so in on this King of Cups energy, the moon energy. A lot of water here for you, Taurus, a lot of water for you. That water energy representing emotions, but also in the tarot sense of opportunities. A lot of opportunities are available to you, but it is directly associated with your emotional headspace, Taurus. I don't know why I keep on getting like this desire of just like really hyper focusing in on that, of where with this King of Cups energy, I see you, Taurus, starting to become a lot more adventurous, is what I see here. A lot more adventurous. I do see travel for some of you Tauruses as well, but this isn't far until further out into the future. You need to continue watering these plants, taking more risk. You have the moon and the star card coming in here, where it's essentially saying, Taurus, is like for you, if you decide to take the risk and continue investing in things that you don't quite know how it's going to pan out, right? But you're taking that risk because you know, King of Cups energy, that, you know, the imposter syndrome that you're dealing with, you know, maybe how the depression or what have you isn't your reality here. You weren't open beforehand, Taurus, into getting out of your comfort level or comfort zone, investing in things that you normally wanted to do, approaching things in ways and things in ways that you normally wouldn't approach things with, right? I want you to, because I see, especially with this 10 of Swords here, like this does represent a closing of a cycle for you, Taurus. I feel like for you, you are the most Taurus that you felt in an extremely long time, is what I'm betting here. This King of Cups energy, this lets me know that you guys have been through a dark night of the soul, especially because of this 10 of Swords here. It's like you went through a lot of trials and tribulations, Taurus, but by the end of it, while yes, you have been bruised, there's some scars there that represent this sense of like, don't mess with me, right? Because that's what I see with this here, Taurus, where it's just like you're coming at this place now where it's just like, don't mess with me, don't F with me, bud, right? Because I know myself now. I've been through the trenches. I had to find myself. I had to discover myself because I didn't like myself. So now that I'm in a place, now that you are in that place, Taurus, where you like yourself, I don't see you really entertaining situations, or especially people that make you feel lesser than. All right. I see you guys stepping into your power the more comfortable that you are with yourself here. All right. Because this is like, that's the thing, Taurus, is like you've been through such a journey of self-reflection, such a journey of where I feel like a lot of you guys have been questioning your existence, questioning your purpose of why you were here, what you're meant to accomplish here. All right. Some of you guys lost your sense of identity, I feel. And now that you had to go through like some type of rock bottom situation, some type of self-discovery here, now that you're starting to see yourself on the other side, Taurus, on the other side of this dark tunnel that you've been going through, this dark night of the soul, that's where the money is, right? That's where, like, that's what that blockage is, that's been for you, Taurus, where it's just like, it's never been like your skill set or anything like that. It's just it was essential for you, Taurus, to really know who you are before things start going forward, right? Chariot energy coming in here, fast forward momentum. I do see things starting to grow at an increased acceleration for you, Taurus. All right. You know, there is just this emphasis on where it's just like you did need to have this change of perspective, hanged man here, this change of perspective. Some of you Tauruses might have needed to be humbled. You know, you might have needed to be humbled in some type of way. And now that you see things differently, you see yourself differently, you see people and how your path is meant to be differently, Taurus, that I feel like now when you continue investing into these projects and investing into these seven of pentacles, these seven plants, these seven of pentacles here, taking that risk, getting out of your comfort zone. That's how you get this Chariot card coming in here. That's how you get the ignition, Taurus, to start in that Chariot, is having that hanged man moment of where you commit to doing something, Taurus, even if you don't know how it's going to pan out. But as the hanged man symbolizes, darling, once they have that 180, that complete shift, right? They see that sun and right behind them, the sun representing that abundance, that sun representing everything that you would want. The exact thing that would sustain or nurture certain projects, because I get for some of you Tauruses, it's like you have a bigger vision. Sure, you want wealth in your health, in your finances, what have you, but I still feel like you have like a greater vision for something. You want to build something, Taurus, right? Leaving like a legacy for yourself that withstands even after you're no longer here. Right? And this just fuels that purpose. Some of you Tauruses needed to have that rock bottom moment so you truly understood this legacy that you want to leave behind. And now that you have a better idea of the legacy that you want to leave behind, Taurus, I feel like that's how things start unfurling for you in a much positive, much quicker way for you. All right, Tower moment coming in. I will be saying here, Taurus, definitely I feel like some of you guys have already gone through this transformation, Taurus, but I also feel like another transformation is essential for you. All right, I feel like for you there's gonna, like, what you're doing now is not going to be what you do for a long period of time. I feel like there's still another tower moment in the sense of what it is that you build. Like, I feel like you're going to be shifting to a different building. Your business dynamic is going to be shifting to a different way, right? For example, right? Instead of like, if this was for me, if I had Taurus in my chart, I would see this, be like, okay, maybe instead of doing tarot, I transition over to doing like motivational speaking or something like that. That's how I see this tower energy as. I see massive change for you, Taurus. But it's all through the sense of transformation. Queen of Wands energy with the Knight of Wands afterwards, and then the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Wands, darling. All right, I do, you know, especially with the star energy here, if your intent, well, I understand that's not everybody's intent, but some of you Tauruses, your intent is to have a voice, to have a platform of your own in whatever way that looks like. With that star energy and that Six of Wands is my public recognition. That's my victory card, right? I see fame and fortune, right? This is quite literally the fame and fortune type of dynamic here, all right? So it's the sense where it's just like, if that is what it is that you are trying to build into, it's going to happen. Now, when you have this Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands energy here, I do feel like there is someone going to be accompanying you on this journey of that Queen of Wands. You start out, Taurus, as that sense of just like, you're having a greater sense of self. You are taking risks. You're out of your comfort level, your normal comfort zone. All right. You're following in your passion. Be expecting at some point in time, there is going to be a Knight of Wands energy that shows up to you, Taurus, and whatever relevancy they may have for you, I think it's important for you to connect with them. All right. Right off the bat, the attributes of a Knight of Wands person. The Knight of Wands is like that. The Knight of Wands is a very complementary energy of the Queen of Wands, where it's like the Queen of Wands sometimes needs to have like the Knight of Wands energy, where it's just like, you know, being reminding you of having fun again during the journey, while the Queen of Wands is very like focused in, you know, survival mode, but also just like a hustler. That's what I would really say is the Queen of Wands is the hustler in the name of her own personal fulfillment. The Knight of Wands is still like a hustler, but a hustler in the sense of that you will stop and still smell the roses. All right. You even have the Four of Wands here in the back of the deck. A lot of fiery, watery energy here. Right. But especially with this person, a lot of passion associated with this. They might share a similar interest, a similar passion field as you, but this is definitely someone that is destined to be on your path here, right? So that 1111, the 4 of Wands, 2 wands on either side, that's what it represents, right? I know you see marriage here, but that's why it's usually just a sense of symbolizing being on your path. Usually that's kind of how I see the Chariot as, where it's just like it only shows up when you're in your 4 of Wands energy, on your correct path, fast forward momentum. There's going to be someone that you pick up on the way, Taurus. Whatever dynamic that looks like for you can't be for me to say in a general tarot reading, because it's going to be different for all of you. All right, so that's what I see for you here, Taurus. All right, I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards for you, but let me go get them. All right, let's get into this here, Taurus. I don't know why. I feel like you guys just need some moon energy, some moon influence here, Taurus, to close off your reading here today. But just, I really like the direction of where your energy is going overall, Taurus. I'm really optimistic. Something has changed about you. You know, it's through this, it's through the... it's through this, I keep on hearing like battlegrounds, war, like you went through some type of personal journey, some type of personal battle, and you're seeing it on the other side now. No one can change your, no one can make you feel any lesser than now because of what it is that you've gone through. All right, your moon energy cards here, Taurus. You have the new moon in Leo and full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action and shine. All right, I really do feel like for some of you Tauruses, like public spotlight is definitely seeming to be a focus here. A lot of people are noticing you at this time here, Taurus. People are going to be magnetized towards you if, as long as you are willing to take action, inspired action. Really, that's what the Queen of Wands is about, is taking that inspired action, allowing yourself to shine, and the right people will be drawn to that. Balsamic moon and blue moon. Believe in the impossible, a time for healing. Take note, we were talking about healing with you at the beginning of this, Taurus, right? I do feel like healing is happening. You've been through healing, but I also feel like this period of time, believing in the impossible, it's like you didn't think something was possible, and you're going to have accomplishments here in the coming days, Taurus, through this transformation that you've gone through, that then becomes healing for you because of these accomplishments. It's like I said, I think at the beginning of this reading, Taurus, like a childhood dream. That type of accomplishment, that type of healing. So I love you so much, Taurus, and thank you for allowing me to read your cards. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus sign for the full spectrum. Give this video a like and subscribe, and let me know how in the comments below this reading helped you. Love you so much, Taurus. Bye.